Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Fireworks going off behind us, Tim, quite rightly so. Wolves 2, Aston Villa 0.
Can't see any.
And you can't see any, but you can hear them in the background.
Some cars beeping.
Yeah, that as well. Well, there's a lot of traffic outside. There's problems.
Noisy Sky Sports engineers looking up here.
Well, not happy we're filming, are we?
Do they not know who we are?
Well, they're gruesome twosome. Wolves 2, Aston Villa 0, top of the table. Does it get much better than that?
In a big derby on a Saturday night, in the biggest crowd, in front of the biggest crowd since 1981.
And national TV.
National TV, top of the league. No, it doesn't get any better. They were sensational. They're absolutely brilliant. I think they've probably played better or been more convincing. What's going on outside?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or been more. That's the road closures in action.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I just said. Cray.
It's They've probably have won more convincingly this season.
Yeah.
But against worst opposition.
Correct.
They were sensational at Burton. But today, to beat a very good, experienced Championship team that was set up to frustrate them, and did frustrate them for long spells, and still to produce the levels of football they did, it was fantastic to watch.
Absolutely.
It was quite special.
I mean, Aston Villa pre-season, big Championship favourites. They've come with the best recent record in the division, and they've been made to look second-rate, really, haven't they? They were dominating, especially second half, even first half. The chances were there, and they just needed to take them. They were patient, and it proved correct.
It's a long question.
It is.
Yeah.
More of a statement.
Well, if Alan Hutton saved them on a couple of occasions, and without that, it could have been 3 or 4. And you take someone like John Terry out of that team. I think lesser defences would have folded, and Wolves would have thrashed them.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But 2-0, it pretty much flattered Villa. There was a real contrast in styles. I thought, like I said, Villa were kind of here to frustrate Wolves. I thought they tried to be functional, but they just couldn't handle them. They couldn't handle Jota, that's for sure, who was sensational. Neves ran the show in the middle of the park.
Brilliant.
And like I said, a very good Villa team that's won 4 on the bounce, that's unbeaten in 8, has been made to look very ordinary.
And the pace just breaking as well. It's sensational for all these people to watch it. But I mean, this is very special. These are very special times. It's a pleasure to watch them.
Some of the stuff. There was one in the first half when Jota, Costa, and Caballero all combined from one box to the other, and Caballero got taken out of the ball halfway through. Anyway, it was just like, this ain't Wolves.
Yeah. No.
This is ridiculous. This is so good. It's so good to watch.
And
you just want to stand and applaud sometimes, and it is honestly, it's breathtaking.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't believe we've just seen that from Wolves. You know, we're not sometimes during the game, you just sit there stunned.
Yeah.
What's going on here? But all over the pitch, there's no weaknesses.
No.
I don't see any glaring weaknesses in this Wolves team. They're top of the league.
You look at the bench that was there today.
The bench of players that weren't on the bench. It's frightening, really. That I was saying to someone this week that I don't think anyone's going to run away with the Championship.
Who were you saying it to? Just general banter.
Yeah, just someone in the street. I was just telling them.
Yeah.
But if anyone's going to run away with this league, it's going to be Wolves. That's how good they look at the moment.
I mean, Nuno and Steve Bruce shook hands at the end, and Steve Bruce, it just looked like he was like, yeah, I mean, I've got no answer to that. I've got no arguments, and he hasn't, has he, really?
Well, he's admitted that they were beaten by the better team, and he can have no arguments at all. Like I said, Wolves could have had 2 or 3 more. They had that one that was cleared off the line that we think might have gone in because the goal line technology failed.
Excellent. Not much money kicking around the Championship. So
and I'll look at that one in a bit. And then Wolves kind of took their foot off the gas really last kind of 10-15 minutes. Villa at the bar from free kick, but that's all they offered.
There were chances in the first half, but fair play Nuno. He's taken off Helder Costa, he's brought Bonatini on, and they look like they were brilliant second half.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't start with Bonatini. I thought he's got his 5th goal and he's got 4 assists now, making a contribution in almost every game that he's playing. Jota was by far my man of the match, but yeah, no. First half, it was a bit more of a traditional derby. It was quite feisty. There was a lot of niggly fouls going in. There wasn't really much of a flow to it, but Wolves were still quite clearly the better team, and certainly playing the better football. And they stuck with it. And I thought second half there's only one team in it. It was one-way traffic.
And talk about that Jota goal. I mean, I think that net's still recovering.
It was, yeah. So Caballero puts a cross in. It's just the way he finds space and the speed at which he does it. You know, he just found a yard. You know, quick as a flash, and then he hammers it into the net. And then for the second goal, the turn of pace he shows. You're expecting him to play it to Bonatini, but Bonatini kind of strays offside. Yeah. And then I think Villa are still waiting for that pass. And then he just literally bursts through 2 of them like the proverbial knife through butter. Hot knife.
Oh, hot, steaming.
It's just awesome to watch. He's right on top of his game now. 7 goals so far. For me, I haven't seen a better player in the Championship this season.
I mean, 10 million, 8 million, 9 million, whatever it is in January, just hand over it. I'll contribute.
Yeah, and I think it's going to happen. You know, we saw it with Costa last season. they're certainly looking to agree a fee now. It's not going to be a record signing, but it's going to be, I think it'll be about 10, 11, 12 million, that kind of fee. Just do it, just get him in.
Get him in. I mean, we talk about strikers, and they're probably going to sign a striker as well. You'd have thought so, but fair dues Leo Bonatini. We were a bit iffy at the start of the season, but he looks like he suits this formation perfectly.
He's proved himself. Like I said, I'm surprised he didn't start. He's a good focal point at the front. He's good with his back to goal. Great at linking the play. He's got a really good touch on him as well, by the way, and great awareness. And he's a smart player. He's a clever player. But the frightening thing with him and others is he's 23, right? Jota's 20, Neves is 20, Cavalera's 23. They're all, well, Danny Bart's the old timer. He's 27. Do you know what I mean?
He's old.
I think they've got the third youngest team in the championship, which is scary because they can get better, and if they can keep this team together, you know, A, this season and B, next season, who knows where they'll be.
But they're young, they've got pace, they've got power, but they're not headless chickens either. They're smart footballing brains.
No, and that was another big thing for me, in that for big occasions when Molineux's been sold out in the past, they're froze, right? Wolves are froze. We've seen it time and again. They haven't got the mentality or the maturity to cope with a big occasion. But there was no question for me tonight that was going to happen. And you saw they played with, complete freedom, Braveheart levels of freedom, and confidence.
Braveheart quote from you coming up?
There was no.
A little bit of a Braveheart quote.
No, there was. Do you know what I mean? They rose to the occasion. They're big game players. We've seen it time again in the past. They froze on the big occasion at London tonight. There was no doubt of that happening. It was never going to happen.
Is this
so? If you can reproduce those levels of performances that you do against Burton and other teams, on the big stage in a massive Molineux crowd against a very good team, it's an excellent sign.
Was this a statement game tonight?
Yeah, it was. And do you know, Matt Doherty said yesterday. He said if we can do it against Villa, what we've done to other teams, it'll show we're the real deal, and it's absolutely bang. They've shown, I think they're here to stay, like I said, and seasoned, glass half empty kind of Wolves fans and reporters who've seen them for many years, they're all like, it's happening, isn't it? It's happening. And Nuno is pulling it all together, and he's not getting carried away, and he's the trump card in all this. And I know it's our job to get carried away, but that's just the way that it's feeling at the moment. Don't see any weaknesses. This is a really long video.
I don't mind. Okay, well, one's huge.
Middlesbrough drew, didn't they?
I'll let you have that
keep
one.
Keep going.
Wolves fans outside, I mean, talking to them, I mean, they want to finish first now. It's almost like promotion is almost an expectation after today rather than in a hope, and they can't get too carried away, but they're handling the pressure very well.
That's when you get problems, because at Molineux in the past, we've seen them get on the team's back quite, doesn't take much, but is what I'm saying. They've stuck with them all season. They absolutely was phenomenal tonight from start to finish. Nuno called for him to support them for 90 minutes, and he's done exactly that. But if everybody at the club's now going to expect promotion, that's when you set yourself up for problems. So no, they can't be thinking that. We can say that if we want, but no, the team, the manager can't be thinking that. I don't think they will be. I think they've got the mentality to cope with the pressure.
Beer for you tonight? Cheeky one? G&T?
Little top up, yeah.
Little chaser. Wolves 2, Aston Villa 0. Wolves are top of the championship. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.